So that picture you put up that picture where you got all the boats together. If you went full pirate,
yeah.
Wait, did you start recording? We're recording.
Yeah, we're recording
Tonight. You don't want no part of this shit. We do 2007's Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Well, I think I want me some of that shit.
Want some of this cocaine? This movie's a comedy.
Is it?
I think it's a pretty great comedy, but time will tell over the course of this what our average rating between three people is. Thanks to Russell Craigie's diligent note-taking. Before we get started with this big-time Drankster fake to the booger nose production.
There it is.
What's everybody drinking tonight?
Oh, man. I've gone through a couple, but I'm currently on. Hey, Russ has got a shot glass. Nice.
Corona and wild turkey. Glass? Wild turkey.
I've got a nice 73 Chateauneuf de Pape.
I don't believe that.
Shoot a new Fadoofy?
No, it's the prisoner.
On a Tuesday.
So all our drinks are keeping our friend Alex, our loyal subscriber, in a job. So good job, everybody. Good job. Russ, you've got a face on that makes it look like you've got a fresh turd in your room. Why don't you tell us what you think of Walk Hard? Give us a rating and a grading.
I want to
a master fully review.
You know, I think I've watched this movie 4, 5, maybe even 6 times. I don't know.
Erroneous on both counts.
Erroneous. I do really like the movie. I don't know what it's missing, but something's missing from it that keeps it from being that next level shit.
You find it in the director's cut. I tell you what, there's like 45 minutes. It's a whole second life in the 70s where he marries Cheryl Tiggs. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I didn't know that.
Cheryl Cox Tiggs. All right.
I do have to say, so the first time I watched it this time around, I actually fell asleep and then forgot that I didn't finish the movie until tonight. And I went back and tried to watch it all in time for the show. I didn't, but I have seen it quite a few times. So I've got it all down.
Great. Let's talk about the last 20 minutes a lot.
That's you dick. That said,
exclusively.
This movie is a B+. I think it's got some incredibly hilarious comedic moments, and I think the music is top notch. That said, as a whole, it's got some parts that I think are real filler or didn't quite hit the mark.
How many times did you laugh out loud?
Quite a few.
I want to do it. I want to start an LOL rating for our comedies.
All right. Well, how many times did you laugh out loud, Joe?
Absolutely fucking 0.
Are you serious? Come on.
0 times.
I'm going to do so much with this long life of mine.
When they did the duet song, I chuckled.
Right.
Once.
Right.
Dude, let's duet.
At the opening line.
He says Cox like 10 times in the first 2 minutes.
Oh, no, you're right. You know what? You just reminded me. In the opening scene when the friggin' stage manager walks on and he says, I need Cox.
Uh-huh.
Boys, I need Cox.
Mm-hmm.
That
dude,
I chuckled. So right away, I have a 2 chuckle, but a 0 LOL rating for this movie.
When Tim Meadows says,
so mad,
hang on a minute, Dewey Cox has to think about his entire life before he goes on stage. And then it shows his hand like gently touch the wall. It makes you laugh immediately. There's a lot of dumb shit that doesn't make you laugh in this movie, but it's got a lot of funny stuff.
Not LOL.
when his
stuff.
mom says, "My 13-year-old son, Dewey Cox," and then you see this 45-year-old man.
Yes. Yes. I'm Dewey's 12-year-old girlfriend.
I smiled, but I didn't laugh.
Oh my God, dude.
I didn't chuckle. So I'm gonna lead in with my 0 LOL rating into my rate it and grade it. And this one scores a little bit higher than the usual comedic crap you guys force down my throat because I choose to participate in this show, because that's the only reason I watch this shit. Probably a C. And even that is because the music is funny. The songs that are written and that he sings, those are funny. Like that part of the movie is funny. So yeah, a C. And Ben's got something to get off his chest now. So
tell him how you feel,
just
Ben.
don't understand why.
Just let it out, Ben. Just let it out.
Lay into him.
I don't understand why.
This is a safe place.
Judd
just wanna
Apatow
say-
and Jake Kasdan got together and said, let's write a comedy that could win the Academy Award for Best Picture.
Well, they missed the mark.
They missed the mark. The director's cut has so many good additions to this movie. It's crazy to watch it, and it's an hour and a half long. And I'm like, where is all the really great stuff in the 70s? There's so much that they cut out that should have been in a better edition. The small roles in this, the people they pull. I mean, fucking Jack White as Elvis, dude.
That was great.
And
you could tell that there were scenes cut because they had the flashback where he's got the Elvis holding a knife to his throat.
Right. Well, that's just them doing alternates and shit. But there's a lot of usable stuff that they cut out.
For our viewers, Jack White is White Stripes. And he's like, come on, man. Come on.
Watch out, man. Only two types of people know it. Chinese and the King. One of them was me. This movie is so quotable.
It is. It's really quotable.
So,
oh God, we haven't talked about quotable in a long time.
I'm cut in half pretty bad. The whole sequence where the doctor says,
I could not reattach your son's lower half.
Doc, we ain't scientists.
Dude,
oh my God, it makes me laugh every fucking time, dude.
Every scene with Tim Meadows is
I don't want to bury the lead. I'm gonna say it a lot, but I love Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
Everything he does. I think if I met that guy, I probably wouldn't stop laughing. His timing for delivery is one of my favorite things. Anytime he's in a movie, I am in because Tim Meadows is there. This movie's an A+ to me.
I was waiting for it.
I feel like I like Ron Burgundy better as a character, but the construction of this movie, the music, the stars, it's got everything I want. And then a lot of stuff about being a dad. Joe, what do you think is the best part about being a dad?
My children's laugh as they move from 2 to 3 years old. It gets a volume and an infectiousness to it that is just unique to that age range. And because Eric has in it right now, and that's probably my favorite part of being a dad is that just pure innocent joy in children's laughter.
When they do, the pure laugh where they are just shrieking at delight at something. It really is one of those things that just kind of warms up your soul. Russ, based on this movie, what would you say is the worst part of being a dad?
Based on this movie?
Having kids.
I mean, obligation. Dude, she tries to force him into custody, and that's not right. You should be able to choose if you want to be involved in it.
That's a quotable moment. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Everything in this movie is quotable, and
much of it, dude.
To me, that's the worst part of being a dad. Like, I would love to be a dad. If I was a dad, I would love it. Blah, blah, blah. The reason I don't do it.
So convincing.
You're a fur dad. It's cool. We get it.
The reason I don't do it is just the commitment and 18 years of soul crushing.
Oh, it's like joining the
Crying.
military.
It's not 18 years of soul crushing crying. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Wow. All right.
Anyways.
Well, Dewey Cox tried to have it both ways. Joe, let me ask you a question.
All right. Question incoming.
Love this movie so much. You ever try the stallion strut when you're coming out and do the when he kicks, he's coming out to Jenna Fisher?
I mean, you're talking to me. I always called it the bull strut.
The bull strut.
Yeah, it was, I didn't think about the stallion thing. The stallion thing would have been more apropos with my hair. Probably would have been a better presentation.
How are we going to follow that? All right, let's get in the wad. It's a big one. There's a big A on this one. I don't even have all of it. I had to get rid of some of
It
it.
seems like every show we've got lots of A.
Right. Well, that's because there's only one or two of the others. There's two writers, Judd Apatow, Jake Kasdan. Jake Kasdan also directs. Judd Apatow, I think, learned to step back and just phone call and be like, hey, we need to get this movie made. You want to give us money? Oh, cool. Jake Kasdan, also famous for Sex Tape, right? And the Jumanji reboots. Hey, yeah, actually,
Hey,
those
there
are
you go.
pretty funny.
good.
And also
they
being
good?
the son of Lawrence Kasdan,
Hmm.
who Big Chill, Silverado, so many movies.
Right.
Like
Big Chill.
that's my boy, Lawrence
Whatever.
Kasdan. And then actors. But what actors really stand out to you in those parts?
Oh no, Ben, you touched your computer.
Oh God.
The microphone
will-
thing.
I will
Anyways,
talk about actors right now.
What was the question?
So he was saying what actors really stand out to you. I'm gonna take it away and say Tim Meadows for Joe. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm looking at my cast
Meadows.
layout right here in front of me.
Wow.
All right, without sounding awful, he's the black guy.
Not Craig
yeah.
Robinson.
Tim Meadows. Right, got it. No, I see him here.
Yeah, he's the one who's always saying, "You don't want no part of this, Dewey."
Right.
And then basically talks him into every drug ever. Also
No, I
saying,
feel like he did a good job. Like even in the first
Dude, he's
scene,
so good.
in the first scene where Dewey Cox walks in and he says, "Dewey, get out. You don't want none of this shit."
You don't want no part of this shit.
He does a good
He's like-
job of answering his questions and but still maintaining that, don't get involved. Like there was no peer pressure involved. Dewey made an informed decision.
dude, well, I don't know. I don't want to overdose.
You can't overdose on it. I know, but he's super like aggressive, the whole delivery, right? Like, I mean, he's like, you can't OD on this.
But I don't want to form a habit.
It's not habit forming.
But, well, I don't
It's
know.
the
It sounds
cheapest
as if-
drug known to man.
It sounds expensive. I think I want to do this.
Yes. Pills. And then, the ending with if boners last more than 4 hours, call more ladies.
Oh, dude. So this came up this Sunday. And it was funny. I said specifically I was going to save it for the show. So we were doing 40K and the show came up and Mike and Russ were standing there and I almost launched into it. And I was like, I'm saving for the show, but it cracks me up that that part was funny. Again, didn't laugh out loud, but I
I hate you.
recognized them with all of the previous setup for that punchline to be like, no, here's an actual drug that's going to just make you happy. So you could go home and fuck your wife and spawn like 20 more kids. I don't think I want any of that. I don't need that temptation in my life.
That's right.
I walked
And-
away from it.
Yeah. He's had a life of he's got enough goddamn kids, dude. Like 36. There's 36, 22 brothers and sisters, and 14 half brothers and sisters.
I don't know. That part again made me, Smile. It made me smile. It was like every time you saw his wife, she had more kids. And the scene where he was like, I apologize in advance, but what is your name?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dewdrop. Call me Dewdrop.
So I gotta hand it out to
Wait.
You asked about actors.
Okay.
Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Jason Schwartzman, and Justin Long
As the
Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a new mantra for you. Paul's a big fat cunt. Dude, that's one of my favorite lines ever. Like,
it was just one of the best things.
People don't know it.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen in any movie ever. And then the dude, I don't remember his name, the Indian guy, and he's like, "Oh, Beatles, stop fighting in India."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Dewey Cox is like, "Oh no, just let him work it out."
Right.
Like,
yeah. I like the little one. Yeah, that's a little there. That's all uncredited. I always find that funny.
Oh, that's all uncredited. None of those guys are in the credits.
No.
Oh, that's comedy.
No.
yeah, they're not listed on the cast. I had to actually look it up to make sure I had the actors right. But
Nice.
Yep.
I actually really enjoyed all of the references that he had to known stars of the era that was being portrayed, like the Elvis Presley and the Buddy Holly and
Dude, Frankie Muniz like repeating Buddy Holly 3 times in 10 seconds is pretty great.
That part was, again, I smiled.
And even Ed Helms in
when was the last time you guys saw Frankie Muniz in something other than this?
Nothing. No.
Oh yeah.
That
I'd have to look, see who that is.
Is that him and Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
I'll find out.
It's not. Oh my god. I wanted to call out some of the smaller ones. Where's my Paul Gates, who's the black nightclub manager who shouts, my customers come here to dance erotically.
Oh, Paul Bates.
Yes, Gates.
Yeah.
I thought it was Gates.
No, it's Bates.
Wow, I wrote a B or a G. I wrote a T. Paul Tates. No,
Tates.
Okay. No, it's not. But I found him funny. And Dewey's mom, Margot Martindale, really
she
great.
was great. She did an incredible job.
She plays that role really sincere and well.
So what about my personal favorite? Because every time I see him on the screen, I always think of my good friend Ben, Craig Robinson.
Honestly, I find him to be not awesome in this, but the first one where Dewey's imitating his act and you realize like how much of it he's just repeating, I think that's pretty funny. But
there was
more of the Chateau.
Joe, do you know who Craig Robinson is? Joe, do you know who Craig Robinson is?
I see his face on my listing of the cast on my Google search.
Well, good job.
So
I found the right movie.
The reason
he's the singer.
The reason that I say
Bobby Shad, the Bad Man.
The reason he always reminds me of Ben is because
he's fat. You fucking asshole. Swear to God,
Man.
This isn't the place for it, Russ. We're recording.
It's just making it personal.
Hey, slow down, man. But Ben and I are both really big fans of The Office. It's debated on who is the bigger fan. Ben thinks he is. I think I am.
No way.
I think it's only debated in your mind, Russell.
Yeah.
Ben can go F himself.
Whatever.
I own more Office paraphernalia. Maybe Ben bought it for me. Maybe Ben bought it for me, but I have it.
Maybe Ben bought it for you. See, argument over. We're done. Anyways, continue.
But there's a character in it who is Ben, and he is played by Craig Robinson.
I wish, dude.
No, if Ben was a little more cool, he would be Daryl. But I mean, I don't even think that's true. Daryl's actually not that cool. But every joke Daryl makes, every way Daryl moves, it's just Ben. It just makes me laugh They're the same guy, and I love it.
You know who
And-
makes me laugh a lot is Chris Parnell. Really love him. I think one of the smallest roles that's a true heater is John Michael Higgins when he does That's Amore, and he's like, there's nothing you could do to bring these boys together. He's so good in that role. He's like, stop it. Stop it.
He's
What you
he's
just
like
did,
1,000. He's a 1,000,000% convinced. You cannot, but I will give you another chance.
Yep.
And
If somehow.
And then he instantly just, oh, this is great.
And then that illustrates part of the reason I have a problem with these comedies sometimes is because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And
they're making fun of it. Just like when the kid says, there's nothing I won't do with this long, long life of mine. And you realize he's about to die.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, and they show all the dangerous things that he's doing beforehand that he doesn't die in. I mean, I get it. But that just doesn't. It's like, I don't know. I don't like to see the punchline coming.
Well, have you ever tried to play chicken with a tractor and a horse? Because you see that punchline coming. Oh, yep. 3 stars of The Office in this movie in minor roles. We've talked about one. Ed Helms is the other. He's decent in his little role, but it's nothing really. But then you get Jenna Fisher. Jenna Fisher in this movie really tried to do voice coaching and be able to sing. In the end, couldn't make it. Who cares? This is a phenomenal role. I would watch the Jenna Fisher story of this character.
I'm not going to say too much about Jenna Fisher, but I really liked her in this movie. Just leave it right there.
All right, and there you go.
But one thing I really like, we've glossed over all of them, but John C. Reilly, I think this is his best role that he's ever done, and I think it highlights that he's an incredible singer.
He is. He's actually, when they were doing Boogie Nights, they were really actually recording music for their whole stint of trying to move into the music world. When was the last time you saw Boogie Nights?
Never.
I mean, never.
In forever. You've never seen Boogie Nights?
No. Never.
Ever?
No, I mean, I might have seen part of it at some point.
I mean,
bro. No, never the whole thing.
Ben, say the title of that movie one more time.
Boogie Nights.
If I've seen it.
Boogie Nights.
Booger Nights?
Seen it.
Booger Nights.
Booger Sugar Nights?
Anyways, the dude was in Chicago as one of the leading roles. And I personally think that the soundtrack to this movie is an incredible soundtrack. I think it's one of the most redeeming parts of the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually sings every single song in it.
Yes, he
It
does.
reminds me a lot of Dan Aykroyd and Blues Brothers in that respect.
A little bit, yeah.
The way he's actually bringing the music to the table. Like he actually has some passion for the music portion.
Yeah, he actually likes to record music, as a person. Yeah, he's actually musical. I think it's cool that the band, through playing the scenes over and over and rehearsing, actually learned how to play their instruments and could actually get up there and play these songs.
Oh, nice. That's badass. That's even more badass. Yeah. Did they actually play on the album?
I am not sure. That's a great question.
That'd be
Come on, Ben. You wanted to be the host.
Hey, come on. Might as well round out the other ones, right? Who are we missing from his band? Matt Besser as the guitarist, keyboardist, who honestly, that guy's like improv royalty. He helped found the Upright Citizens Brigade. You may not know who he is, but he's actually pretty important to a lot of the direction that comedy has taken.
All right.
Then Tim Meadows, Chris Parnell. Is there another one? I think that's it.
We didn't talk about Ed Helms. Andrew
Right,
Bernard.
I did for a second. You were somewhere else, but what's new?
Oh, sorry.
Chris
Did we talk
Parnell, I
about-
really liked his role.
I love
he
Chris
was- he was
Parnell,
super
dude.
funny in this
Fuck
role.
those Egyptian Siamese cats. You get us every year for Christmas.
Did we talk about Raymond Berry, the dad?
I did not bring up Raymond Berry yet. What
No.
do you have to say about Ray M. Berry?
Dude, the wrong kid died. That's the only thing he says the whole movie.
Yeah, his role is not as awesome as I would like it to be. Although I do, now he's probably not as dour, but all that stuff with the dad, maybe not all of it, but a big majority, all based on Johnny Cash's relationship with his father. I don't know if you've ever watched any actual stuff about Johnny Cash, but his dad, he had a brother who died. His dad 100% told him that the wrong kid died and never gave Johnny any credit. I actually just watched a thing about him going to the White House to play for Nixon during Vietnam and the whole contention and how he was a figure with his show that was all about God and country. And really great bit about the president before Nixon deciding to go to his house and they have dinner. And afterwards, one of the guys who's there tells the story that he said to his dad, "Well, Daddy, I just had the president at my house for dinner." And his dad tells him, "Boy, you ain't shit." That's fucked up. You just had the president at your house. I mean,
Hey, wait,
come on, Dad.
history question. Who was the president
The
before
Mongols
Nixon?
ruled China.
it?
Eisenhower.
Nope. Come on, Joe, you can do it.
No,
Johnson.
not even close.
Ben got it.
Johnson.
Second guess. Good job. Hey,
You know
have
how I
either
know
of you
that?
guys-
Do you know how I know that? Forrest
Well,
Gump.
you don't because you guessed it
Forrest
second.
Forrest
Gump.
Gump, nice.
That lying bastard Johnson. 100% Forrest Gump.
Have you guys seen Walk the Line?
Have not.
No, I never did watch it.
Hey, me neither. Let's move on.
All right.
Are we lingering in the A?
I mean, we've been there. I don't know. Does anybody have anything? Jane Lynch as the
Should we talk about John C. Riley? And
I mean,
what do you
didn't-
guys think his best movie is?
Didn't we just?
if it's not this one, he's actually pretty good in Magnolia.
Magnolia.
He
I haven't
absolutely
seen
is
Magnolia.
Cal Naughton in Talladega Nights. I mean, you've got to give it up. And I know a movie you guys don't like, but him and Will Ferrell and Step Brothers, that's an art piece. Them just playing
No.
off each other. Yep.
My
But
God.
him saying, "Don't you put that knife in your leg," is probably my most favorite quote of all time.
You want to know what my life is?
I
That's
gotta
the one
hand
I
it
hear
to
the
him.
most of.
His character in Kong Skull Island, I did
Yeah.
really like it. Him trying to be a little more serious while still being kind of a goofball was pretty good.
Agreed. I love John C. Riley. I think he's great in this. Kristen Wiig, really good as Edith, the first wife who doesn't believe in him. You're never going to make it. It's like you're living in a house bought from this song. He's going to make it.
Give
Yeah.
up on this dream. You're never gonna make it. What? I'm a millionaire.
Dude, one of the deleted scenes that's in the extended edition is he has a flashback when she's talking about her dad will give him a job at the slaughterhouse. He has a flashback to the slaughterhouse. Her dad's like, "You got a real talent for this, boy," and he's fucking hitting a cow with a sledgehammer. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy. Funny shit.
Would have been better if he was using a machete.
It would have been. It would have been so good. Jonah Hill as grown-up Nate, although not quite grown-up Nate. Ghost.
Probably my most favorite character development arc in the movie. I mean,
You're such an asshole.
no, dude, I'm serious.
Oh my
the
God,
ghost, the
dude.
ghost going from the kid to Jonah was perfect. That's brilliant. It was brilliant. What the fuck?
I mean,
you think
what
I can
song do you want
masturbate? You
played
think
at
I
your
can
funeral?
masturbate with a
Yeah.
ghost stick?
Right, yeah. Nothing. Russ, what
It-
song do you want played at your funeral?
at my funeral, guilty
Say
as
anything,
charged.
boombox it.
Straight up say anything. That's funny as hell.
Guilty as charged, which, by the way, was my favorite movie or favorite song from this movie. Do you guys have a favorite?
I'll give you guys 2 guesses on what my favorite is, and the first 2 don't count.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Let's
duet.
do it.
Let's do it.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He talks in the commentary about how they got the one take where he convinced Jenna Fisher to turn around to deliver that line. I find it hilarious that they're like, oh yeah, no, that's it. That absolutely works. Yeah, you can always come in my back door. I love it the first time he does cocaine, and then they do the punk version of Walk Hard.
Oh my god.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah. Walk hard, walk hard. You know what I find myself singing a lot, and Ray at my job actually has it in his large shuffle, is Big Daddy, the song that plays over the credits.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude.
No, that's my second.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. No,
I
I listened to that.
I hate you. Oh, dude. I
Yeah.
don't know why, but it gets stuck in my head. And I would just walk around telling you, Big Daddy.
Yeah, no, his delivery of Big Daddy is money.
There's a double CD set of music, like songs you don't even hear. The song he does when he plays after Elvis, about I got a beautiful wife, I've got a perfect life.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking really good.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how I feel about Guilty as Charged. Like it's not a funny song.
It's pretty fucking funny with how they overlay it to the movie.
Yeah, when they
Got
overlay
me,
it
and
to
then
the
they show him
movie,
get
it's
put in the car.
really funny. Dude, he's like on PCP and everything is there
That's
arresting him.
one
But-
thing I will give to this movie is the music laid over into the film contextually is
Oh, yeah.
brilliant. Absolutely flawless execution
When
of
they did,
laying that in. Like, I mean, the song, I agree with Russ. Speaking to Russ's statements, I think the songs are fantastic on their own, and listened to out of context of the movie are still enjoyable and funny, but their execution of weaving, writing the songs for the movie and then filming the movie and having the movie generate its own soundtrack, it's brilliant. I will give that movie this. Still see though.
You're such an asshole. Hey, what was I gonna say? Never mind.
we're going to talk about the scene where he plays Walk Hard for the first time, because that's really well done. Where he's just like, follow me. And then everybody's looking like people are coming off the street. They're like, what is that?
Oh no, I was gonna talk about the PCP scene. Like-
Yes.
When he tells her, okay, I'm done doing drugs, and then immediately puts
Takes a
drugs
pill.
in his mouth as she's giving him a hug, and she's like, what did you just put in your mouth? And then he runs outside and he's wearing his underwear, and when he flips that car, dude, that was comedy gold, Joe. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Dude, that
so
shit was
fucking funny.
absolutely asinine. You know what I was thinking about that whole scene? How many movies have I seen this guy in his underwear? Too fucking many.
Dude,
Oh, I
he
don't
was
know.
he was playing King Kong, and he
No,
was
I
just
mean,
some
I
dude
get
on
it.
PCP.
Get it? Like, I get what they were trying to do. It wasn't funny. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah.
He's in a movie with Marissa Tomei, where he starts dating her, and her son might be Jonah Hill, who like starts to become his adversary. It's really fucking good. Clinton or Cliff, I don't remember the name of it. This is where I expect Russ to turn and Google it, but he won't. So whatever,
what do you want?
dude.
What do you want?
Whatever. Yeah, that the whole
Hey.
Brian Wilson part it's funny. It's definitely not my favorite part, but I will say costume designer for this movie. Fucking amazing, and probably deserved an Academy Award just for Jenna Fisher's costumes. I'm just saying, great job. You really did well.
As someone who knows Jenna Fisher pretty well, I mean, like,
how well?
I have
When's the last time you got a
I
Christmas
have a-
card from her?
I mean, he was just at her place last week on Wednesday for dinner.
Yeah. Did Angela
That's
stop
true.
by because
See?
they live right near
See,
each
Ben?
other?
No, but we have listened to the podcast of the two of them being best friends. Not that good.
Oh, come on. Don't be a hater.
Have you listened to it? It's horrible.
I've listened to too much of it. I dropped off, though. I've got my 3 podcasts now.
Speaking of, like and subscribe.
Yeah, do so.
Covered in film.
Creed Bratton won't come on this podcast. Neither will Rainn Wilson. But maybe one day we'll get, like, I don't know, Tim Meadows. Please, please, Tim Meadows.
There's a scene with
John
Jenna
C.
Fisher.
Reilly all day.
That'd be fucking awesome.
They put Jenna Fisher in a certain outfit that accentuates a certain part of her body, and they also put, it must be lard or something shiny on that part of her body. Jenna Fisher is like, I want to say she's not. They did a lot of work to make her incredible in this movie.
I feel like we need to rein it in. I get what you're saying, Russ. Let's move on. I feel like we're not wanting to dive in it too deep.
They're putting lipstick on the pig. They're putting lipstick on the pig.
No,
her
not a pig. Take that back.
Her tits ain't that cool.
I'm just saying, like,
magic.
Hollywood does a lot of stuff.
It does do a lot of stuff. It made her sound like she could sing and she cannot. Speaking of singing, let's say you're alone and you're like, I'm gonna put on my ramp up song, the song I only play when I'm around, and I don't necessarily want to play it for other people because they might be like, what the fuck is this? What song are you putting on?
It's We Want Fun by Andrew WK.
Fucking awesome, Joe.
Nice. I don't have such a song.
Oh my god.
I'd have a handful, like Metallica 1 if I'm looking to get ramped up to get some stuff done.
That's not
don't say no.
Ben's question.
Don't stifle him.
No, because your question was like, no people are around. Mm-hmm. This is your embarrassing song.
Guilty pleasure. Like, I used to listen to Adele's 19 album to go on my walk because it gets you going, but I don't put on Adele to fucking work out with people.
No, Drops of Jupiter.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I really like Wheel to the Plow, or Shoulder to the Plow by Breaking Wheel.
Yeah.
It's an old rock band song. Normally people don't want to hear it. It's a little too hard. But
I thought that was more what you're talking about, was the songs that most other people around you don't want to hear when you're trying to get in like a mindset. And for me, it that varies. It depends on what I'm trying to do, which mindset I want to get.
I'm gonna spoil something for you guys.
Too late.
I'll always, when it's like the morning of D&D day or something like that, and I get up at 8 a.m. and I'm gonna go get the room ready.
Wait, so this is a song you've listened to 5 or 6 years ago?
Ouch.
Hey, shut up.
Boom.
Yeah.
Eat it.
I'll put on Andrew WK, or I'll put on Dragon Force and just like pump myself up as I clean things. But then when people show up, I immediately put on Sublime's What I Got.
Gross.
That's fair.
That's what they need to hear.
I feel like My Name is Jonas is my version of your Sublime thing.
What about your like ultimate happy song? Like, here we go, we're gonna kick this morning off, and I feel like moving. What's that song? I can't lie. Ever since High Fidelity, dude, Walking on Sunshine is just like, how can you not be like,
Walking on Sunshine?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Man, it's hard when you start talking about music because I've never been hardcore into the music like Ben. I feel like Russ is even more versed in the music than I am. I don't know band names. I don't know song names. I don't even know the members of the band. But if you sing it, I can tell you if I like it or not.
Did you recognize any of the musicians that had cameos in this movie?
No. Well, no.
You know, Eddie fucking Vedder?
Lyle Lovett. Eddie Vedder. I did
Jewel?
recognize Eddie Vedder. No, I didn't recognize Jewel.
Jackson Brown?
No.
Running on empty, dude.
No.
Michael Jackson?
Doctor My Eyes? He's
No.
not in this.
No.
Elvis
Come on.
Presley?
That's not the right Elvis Presley.
That's the closest you're gonna get. When he does the switchblade during the magnum opus at the end.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So fucking funny.
That was funny.
So funny. That and the Chris Parnell uses him as a human shield.
Yes, I wanted to bring that up. That part was fucking hilarious.
Bro.
I almost
love
chuckled.
Chris Parnell
I almost
so much.
chuckled. Dude, when he
So
he
much.
swaps his behind the stage date with his bandmate's wife.
Oh God, bro.
Dude, that was so good. That was so good.
Extended edition.
All
You
right.
see him. You see him
But this
pick
is
up
my
Chris
wife.
Parnell. He sleeps with Chris Parnell.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I know
you
that part
see-
came up. That would have been great too. I would.
I'm telling you, you see like a whole series of him just, I'm going to sleep with fucking crazy people out of everywhere. Super funny.
even in the
Highly recommend
unextended
that
version.
director's cut.
And
Hey.
how many years have we been doing this? This is episode 104, 105, something like that.
185, something like that.
All right, so we did Waiting. All right.
1,000.
This movie has more dicks in it than Waiting.
That is bullshit.
No.
It's only one.
No, it's like fucking 3, dude. And I watched
But
the
you see
rated
it
R
twice.
version. I watched the rated R version, and there was
Ben.
at least 3.
Oh yeah, the
Fix your
extended
mic.
cut, you get at least another 5
No, no, no,
minutes.
no, no,
Dog.
no.
Your microphone quit.
Hey,
again.
wait.
I fucking
wait.
hate you.
Your microphone.
I don't care.
Hey, but while Ben fixes his microphone,
We're gonna talk about
my
dicks.
song.
Or are we
if
gonna
I
talk
were to,
about?
like-
Wait, no, we're gonna talk about cocks. That's right.
No, no Cox. I'll talk about Cox a little bit if you
I'm telling
want,
you, dude. Hearing him say Cheryl Cox Teagues is
but No. Your
phenomenal.
microphone's not fixed yet. You're not allowed to talk. So, if I were to answer Ben's question from 2 years ago,
right.
if I were to help somebody move, the song that would get me going, I think it would be "Future World" by Halloween. Do you guys really
God
know
damn.
that one?
No, that's an obscure.
Absolutely not.
I don't. That's an obscure cut right there.
No, you guys don't know that song?
No.
Who is listening to Halloween? Fucking Russell Craigie. That's who.
Well, now I feel weird, but
You should.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
should feel weird for listening to Halloween.
Nah, you should
Thank
you
you.
should feel elite. You have an obscure music cut that Ben doesn't know. Like friggin' put that shit in your
I
cap,
mean-
homie. That's a feather. That's like me beating him in trivia on the friggin'
Which never happened ever in anything.
Hey, it's documented. Watch the episode. Holy Grail. Right here.
yeah, Joe actually knows more about Monty Python than Ben.
Hey,
Erroneous.
I wore a helmet.
Erroneous on both counts.
It's a visceral
And
and a visual
Joe's-
betrayal.
Joe's better at Warhammer than Ben.
Stop it.
Hey,
Is he?
facts.
I don't
These
know.
are all these are all facts.
You know what? I'm
We
done with this episode.
Hey, so
you guys.
before
What about the D? We
before
didn't even talk about
before
the
we
D.
close out,
Yeah, Jake Kasdan. We
who
did.
cares? It doesn't matter.
Son of Lawrence
It
Kasdan.
doesn't matter.
Wow. All right.
But before we're done, we our average rating, it's between a B and a B plus. So let's just
Thank
round
God.
up. We're gonna round up to a B plus.
I don't know if I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know if I can sign off on this average rating system that you're trying to push, Russ.
What do you mean?
Nobody signed off on it. He's just doing it.
Because that implies that I'm endorsing this movie at a B plus, and I cannot sign off on that.
Fine, it's a B. Whatever you
I
guys
can't sign
can
off on
decide.
that either. It's a
You're a
C.
B, motherfucker.
Dude, Ben gave it an A plus.
That's
and
right.
You agreed to make this
No,
show.
that's
This
insane. An A
movie
plus.
is pitch perfect in many, many ways. It's got so much going for it. You can't deny it.
I mean, you can.
And they tried to, Academy Awards never give comedies a fucking best picture. Never. This is pretty close, or at least the extended version is pretty
No,
close.
I mean, I haven't seen the extended version, so I can't weigh in with the educated comment on that. But as far as your other claim, watching the version that I watched, it's not even close.
How many movies do you know where a guy punches a palm tree in a fit of rage?
I mean, do you watch martial arts movie? Like anything with Jackie Chan?
If you could master one musical instrument, what would it be? Russ, is it the skin flute?
He's already mastered
What's
it.
that? Is that a penis?
What's that?
Is that a penis? That's great.
Joe, stop recording.
Why? We're
done with it.
content. Oh man.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Wet towel on the party.